Yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Let's get it. The ruler's back. I don't know how to feel, man. I do not know how I should feel. Let me start by asking you guys, how do you feel on this glorious Saturday? How do you feel? Let me know in the comment section. Shout out to Be More, where they see more. Let me know what y'all feel about boxing, today's fights. Yeah. Mike, what's up? I don't know. I don't think this is going to be a long stream, because I'm going to go get something to eat. Shout out to my man Nelson Santos. The disgustingly talented bastard has arrived. Big facts. That's some big facts. Jose Ramirez, Viktor Postol. Let's talk about it. What did you guys feel? Anybody watch the fight? ESPN? Jose Ramirez, Viktor Postol. Feel blessed to witness boxing still? Well, that's good. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the decision. See, boxing is weird because, like, the fight was cool. Thanks for the channel. Shout out to the supporters. I thought the fight was solid. It was light, you know, it was cool. But I don't know. Like, the judges' scorecards was weak to me. They were definitely weak. And it kind of got me in a weird mood. Listen. In the Jose Ramirez fight, what doesn't make no sense to me is 2 of the 3 judges gave Jose Ramirez all of the last 3 rounds. I don't see that at all. At all. ESPN cards are boring. Damn. I thought Postol boxed a lot cleaner. I thought Postol won it, bro. I really thought Postol won it. 2 of the 3 judges, see, some of the top ranked scoring be looking shaky. It be looking shaky. I'm just being real. How do 2 of the 3 judges have him having all the last 3 rounds? I don't know. I just didn't agree with the scorecards. I didn't really agree with the telecast. Like, if we're just being fair and looking at boxing, I thought I gave Postol the 12th round. I think I gave Ramirez the 11th round. I gave Postol 9 and 10. So I'm just like, how did they just give him the last 3? Ramirez, I think it's safe to say a couple things. Postol fought good but didn't win. Based on what? It's a fight. What didn't he win? There was no knockdowns, so either way you didn't have to score no knockdowns. Listen, just because a person doesn't get badly hurt, you still have to go off of what's working, what's scoring. I thought Postol boxed well. What did I think of Dre's scorecard? Follow me on Twitter, because I was talking about that. I usually find myself agreeing. Dre's the homie. Andre Ward's the homie. But I didn't agree with his scorecard and a couple of his statements. It was weird almost, because normally on the average telecast, I find myself agreeing more with Andre Ward and his thoughts. They're like a lot more in line with what I'm thinking or exactly dead on. And Tim Bradley be the one that, like, all my thoughts aren't. But I was actually agreeing with what Bradley was saying more than with Andre Ward. And, you know, different brains, so I guess it happens. But let me tell you why I disagree. Andre Ward said he gave like the first 4 or 5 rounds to Ramirez. I don't think that Ramirez did anything. That's like when people were saying Tyson Fury won the first 8 rounds versus Wilder. Like how? Do you see what I'm saying? Like how did Tyson Fury win the first 8 rounds? I'm talking the first fight. How did he win the first 8 rounds? You see what I'm saying? How did he win the first 8 rounds? Because Wilder in the Fury first fight, Wilder outlanded Fury in the second round. So how are people's scorecards have Wilder losing the first 7 or 8? So when Ward said that for Ramirez, I didn't get that because I don't think that's what was represented. I didn't see. To me, early on, Ramirez came out pretty aggressive and he had the max energy, but he was also missing. He was also punching the ropes and being outboxed. And one thing early on, Postol had a crazy jab. So he was kind of taming, he was matadoring it. He was matadoring the fight. So that's ring generalship. That's one of the scoring criteria. So, I didn't agree that Ward, with his scorecard or whatever, he said he had Ramirez pretty handily winning the first 4 or 5 rounds. I didn't see that at all. The other thing, outside of that, is Andre Ward on this telecast said that round 9 and 10 were swing rounds. To me, I thought those were, especially the 10th, I thought they were clear Postol rounds, especially the 10th round. So I didn't see it being, if we're just judging fair, like just picture we don't know who these are. Like, see, that's what when I score boxing, that's what I try to put myself as if these guys have no image, no rep, not signed to this promoter, just a name on the trunk, John and Paul, just some names we never heard of. Then, because once you strip away everything, then you can objectively kind of look at it. And I thought Ramirez, he hurt Postol in, I don't know what round, 5, 6, something like that. He hurt him. But then Postol kind of recovered. And then a couple rounds after that, Postol kind of regained the ring generalship and controlling the range. And those are right around round 9 and 10. So you see what I'm saying? Icy said Ward was on his company man-ish today. Seemed like, I don't know what it was, but I didn't see that. And the other thing is, Ward's from out here. He's from NorCal, and so is Jose Ramirez. So I don't know, maybe it's a personal bias or you favor this style or that. But me, when I score boxing, I don't look at nothing. All I look at is what I'm seeing. And for me, I thought Postol was boxing well. He was landing great 1-2s, a good jab. And Ramirez just looked off. He looked flat. He looked like, I don't know what he was doing in his off season. If he was eating stuff he wasn't supposed to be. If, he had a fat camp because he gained too much. I don't know. It looked like the pandemic didn't have him crispy. It didn't look like he was looking that crispy. When he was doing some work, then you seen kind of regular Ramirez, but it wasn't continued. It looked like he was chasing, like trying to chase Postol, the Iceman Postol, but he couldn't get off like he wanted to. Postol had good lateral movement, used his legs, just very basic boxing, but it was effective. So I agreed with Tim Bradley more than some of the comments from Andre Ward. Now, this is the other thing Andre Ward said that blew my mind that I didn't agree with. He said that Postol only lost to 2 people, which is true. He lost to Josh Taylor, champion, and he lost to Terrence Crawford. And in his assessment, Andre Ward said neither one of them looked spectacular versus Postol. And I disagree with that statement. I don't remember too much about the Josh Taylor Postol fight like that, so I'm not even talking about that. But in the case of Terrence Bud Crawford, I was at that fight. You guys remember if you've been a long-time subscriber and follower on my platforms. I was at Crawford Postol, so I seen that firsthand, and I thought Crawford dog-walked Postol. He dropped him 2-3 times, He dropped him 2-3 times, and he was even giving Postol the only opportunity that he had to win the fight which is a final round knockout based on how the fight had went, and Crawford was still the aggressor and still trying to bait Postol, like, come on. And Postol didn't want no parts of it. So Ward said that Crawford and Josh Taylor didn't look spectacular versus Postol, but I disagree. I thought Crawford did look spectacular versus Postol, and I was there ringside, credentialed at that fight. I thought he looked real good versus Postol. You know, Postol, he was getting dropped and running and all this stuff. The thing that bothers me with boxing is I don't watch boxing like it's a sport at the end of the day. See, like other sports like football, we'll use football. If you see the field goal post, right? I'm trying to get comfortable. Hold on. I'm trying to get comfortable. Okay. Trying to get comfortable, y'all. So, in football, we'll use football real quick. Y'all got to smash the like button. Please get these likes up. Like, please get the likes up. Because I don't feel like doing a bunch of, like, pleading and all that. Just get the likes up. If you guys like this format in the streams, get the likes up. If you're in here, you might as well just hit the like button, make this easier. So, football. They have the field goal post. If you have possession of the ball and you kick the ball through those field goal posts while you have possession, not after scoring the touchdown, but it's worth 3 points, right? So if it's a 60-yard kick, a 70-yard kick, a 27-yard kick, it's worth 3 points. Those are the uniform rules. But only in boxing as a sport is everything super subjective, right? Where people will score one thing that they like in boxing, in said boxing match A, but then boxing match B comes on a week or two later, and they have a whole different concept of how they should be scoring these rounds. Boxing has an actual scoring criteria. You don't believe me? Okay, I'll prove it. Rolly Romero, he just fought that boxer, Ramirez, right? He just fought it. Rolly was the aggressor. He was able to hurt Ramirez, right? But he didn't necessarily connect with all his shots. He was missing, and the guy was boxing him. You have people, especially with old media, you have people that they said, oh, Rolly lost that fight. What was he doing? He's the fake champ. This is what they're saying, right? Because they preferred the boxer. The guy was in and out, popping that jab out. That's what Ramirez was doing. And my video went viral, 70,000 views plus, talking about Rolly versus Ramirez. And there were all these opinions. And you seen it on Twitter. You seen it when people wrote articles. They said, oh, Rolly lost that. He was the aggressor, but blah, blah, blah. The kid was boxing him and jab and jab. But then 2 weeks later, there's another fight in Jose Ramirez and Viktor Postol with the same mental makeup. It's the same mental makeup. You have an aggressive-ass Jose Ramirez, just like you had an aggressive-ass Rolly. They were looking sloppier than they normally. Rolly detonates shit. You see what I'm saying? Rolly, when he touched you, you know, he can get stuff done. But on that given night, styles make fights. And he was in there with a mover and all that, and it complicated things. Y'all got on Rolly's case about how Rolly ain't this and Rolly's a piece of shit and fake champion and all this stuff because you said you preferred the mover and the boxer. Like I said, going back to the football analogy, this is why I'm the king of this boxing shit, Mr. Consistent. Going back to the football analogy, you kick the ball in between the field goal post, you get 3 points. But in boxing, 2 weeks ago, you had people calling Rolly all types of names saying that he got outboxed, and then you have a fight that's very similar in what's happening. Ramirez hurt Postol, but he ate it and continued boxing. There were no knockdowns in either of those fights, right? But now some of those same boxing media writers, same boxing personalities, same boxing fans, they loved the work Marinez was doing boxing, but now Postol's work, they're not crediting him none of the rounds. They're not crediting him none of the rounds. So it's amazing to me how 2-3 weeks ago on Showtime, Rolly can be the puncher, hurt the guy, and fight a boxer and a mover, someone who's going to make it awkward and all that. And then the same thing happened with Ramirez, and they loved all of Ramirez's work, gave him every round and stuff. Like, come on, bro. I never saw Rolly hurt Marinez like Ramirez hurt Postol on a few occasions. He hurt him like once. What few occasions was it? I know he hurt him in round 5 or whatever. What rounds what were the few occasions where he was hurt? What round, name another round outside of the left hook to the jaw where Postol was badly hurt. Well, I just watched the fight. That was in round 5, let's say. So what other round? What's the few occasions where Ramirez hurt him? Rolly rocked dude 3 times. That's what I'm saying. The Marinez dude got hurt for sure. Rolly's a puncher, so I mean it's not rocket science. Rolly landed some stuff, but in between he was getting outboxed. That's kind of what we've seen here. But now all of a sudden people's opinion was to give Ramirez every round. But you see how consistent I am. I said personally, Rolly's my man, but I had him being outboxed. And then now in a close fight, you see I was leaning towards Postol in a close fight because I liked the cleaner boxing he was doing. And he was thwarting he was using Jose Ramirez's aggression. You know what I'm saying? Either way, the bottom line is this. Ramirez, Postol, the fight was all right, but a lot of truth was told tonight. To me, Jose Ramirez, he's a good fighter, but in my mind, where I placed him, I have to re-examine some things. For sure, because this wasn't the performance. And if you look at Jose Ramirez versus, I think the dude's Jose Zapata, whatever, he struggled with him too. So it's evident that he struggles with boxers. But for 2 of the 3 judges to give Ramirez all of the last 3 rounds, I mean, I can't even understand these scorecards. Me personally, I can't even understand that. And I don't know. I thought Jose Ramirez it was an uninspiring performance. And I thought he was going to win possibly by stoppage. I wasn't sleeping on Postol. I know what he can do, and he can box. Now, let me bring up some more facts because I'm the king of this boxing talk, y'all. So smash the like button. Let me bring up some more comparisons because I know y'all like that. I know y'all like when I go to work. See, I ain't playing around or nothing. I'm getting straight to the money. I'm cashing the check. I'm going straight to the bank, walking in, no funny games, no horsing around. I'm giving y'all what y'all want. Now let's peep this because I'm big on comparisons. Smash the like button. Jose Ramirez. Does anybody know how old Viktor Postol is right now? They said it on the telecast. Does anybody know? Someone said it's top ranked. What do you expect? LOL. I don't know. I guess I expect a fair fight. But anyway, how old is Viktor Postol? Anybody in the comment section? smash the like button. Watch this. Watch how I do them greasy, per usual. Shout out to Ari. That's a solid score. That's a solid score. You guys are close. They said he would. Oh, Icy. Hey, follow the leader. Y'all got to start listening to Icy. I know he young, but he be knowing his stuff. No, Icy, you was right. He's 37. No, why? I'm about to set y'all up greasy. Look, I'm about to set him up greasy. Look, Icy, you was right. Watch how I set him up. Remember how I said a field goal is a field goal is a field goal, right? Oh, actually, they said he's 36. I think someone said he was 37. Whatever. 36, 37. He's 36. All right, bet. But he'll be 37. So, whatever. Look. Watch how I do him. Jose Ramirez is a champion. He's a unified champion. He beat Maurice Hooker for a belt. He just fought a 36, 37-year-old Viktor Postol that has lost, right? And I'm calling it how it is. It was a close fight, and I'm being fair. I'm telling you his performance was flat. But old media is telling you, and they don't have no criticisms, no critiques on his performance. But Gervonta Tank Davis, if I'm not mistaken, he's younger than Jose Ramirez. I'm almost positive of that. Jose Ramirez is 28 years old. Yeah, so Tank's younger. Tank just fought in December against Gamboa, who's 37, 38. And Tank pretty much won every round. And as far as the Achilles injury, that was a result of Tank knocking down Gamboa, and he twisted up his leg. Tank received all this criticism because he was in there with the 36, 37, 38-year-old Gamboa, right? Who still has power and is an Olympic gold medalist. So, AKA, he's still dangerous. And Tank dropped him 2-3 times and stopped him in the 12th. But Jose Ramirez just fought Viktor Postol, who Terrence Crawford nearly stopped, and Josh Taylor beat and was considered past it. And he just, for lack of a better word, kind of struggled. It just was an uninspiring performance. But you see media writers and old media, they get on Tank's case being a younger fighter, fighting a dangerous Gamboa just because he has experience, more pro experience than Tank, but he still has power. Comparatively speaking, I would say Gamboa has more power per capita at 135 than Postol does at 140. You know what I mean? Gamboa hurt Crawford at 135, and Crawford rehydrated to 155 for that fight. So it's funny to me. Lara should retire. You bugging. Y'all bugging tonight. Some of the commentary, even from channel members, sound crazy. But anyway, yeah, it's just funny to me that people have all these different criterias. You know, when Tank fought Gamboa, dropping him a couple times and stopping him in the final round wasn't good enough. Jose Ramirez, he just lost the 12th round, in my opinion. Postol is crafty, though. So Gamboa, oh my gosh, is this real? So Gamboa's not crafty? Cinnamon Savage says Postol is crafty. So Gamboa's not crafty, an Olympic gold medalist, and a Cuban. He don't have tricks up his sleeve? Is this real life? I'm starting to question some of y'all boxing intellect. That's just honest. That's just honest. Gamboa is an Olympian. He's a gold medalist. You just seen a gold medalist knock out Dillian White. You just seen him knock out Dillian White, an Olympic gold medalist. You can't never count out a gold medalist all the way. You know what I mean? So, all in all, Yeah, Gamboa is slick with more power, and that was his first fight at 135. But once again, Tank is so lit that people have to hate on Tank. But then they're not the same critics and writers. They're not saying nothing about Jose Ramirez. Bro, I just made a point and you said, I'm not saying Gamboa is not crafty, but you just said, but Postol is crafty. But the comparison was Gamboa and how Tank handled him and how Jose Ramirez, this is his division. This is his division. He's a 140 champion. Gamboa, that was Tank's first fight at 135. But once again, you see old media and critics, they have more negative energy and negative press about Tank, who stopped his man, Gamboa, who's crafty with more power. So why is Tank at a younger age held to a higher standard than Jose Ramirez, another Olympian who just fought Viktor Postol? So all in all, I feel like this hurt Jose Ramirez's stock a bit because it was an uninspiring, flat performance. Like, he did good in spots, you know, it's like when he rocked Postol, but all in all, I expected a lot more. Ramirez admitted he didn't do enough. He was 13 months inactive. I don't give a shit, bro. You a professional fighter. You got to figure it out. Floyd Mayweather took 21 months off and came back and beat a legend in Juan Manuel Marquez. Miss me with that. Miss me with that. Listen, go to them other channels with these piddly excuses. Floyd Mayweather in his 30s he knocked out Ricky Hatton, took 21 months out of the sport entirely, right? Came back and shitted on Marquez, who was one of my favorite fighters, by the way, and dropped him. So a youthful Jose Ramirez, I'm supposed to feel a type of way because he had a long layoff. Errol Spence had a 9-month layoff. That's not that far from 11, 13 months or whatever Ramirez is. He had a 9-month layoff, went to the UK, and knocked out Kell Brook. That's not really far from Ramirez's. And the only reason that he had that type of layoff is Top Rank was insisted on this fight, and they took this shit to Macau, China, and then Wuhan, China is where the virus was created and all that. If they would have put this fight, listen, the virus wasn't like a big thing, like known about in America until like March. So had they put the fight here instead of Macau, China, like they just did, if they would have put it in Vegas, then the fight would have happened. But Bob Arum tried to take it to Macau, China for whatever reason, and then he got messed up because that's where the virus, the Rona 19, originated in that region. So, yeah, miss me with that. Floyd Mayweather, 43, looking like this. No, that was a weak scorecard on the Lara fight. So, anyway, I just overall, I expected more from Jose Ramirez. You know, coming off the Hooker performance, I understand a little bit of a layoff, but that happens. I mean, you got to show your greatness. He has a great team. Robert Garcia is a great trainer. And see, this is why I believe, you know, and this is not a slight to my man Andre Ward, but this is why I feel like what I'm telling you is pretty accurate, because Andre Ward was saying that Jose Ramirez was pretty comfortably winning, but then his trainer didn't sound like it. Robert Garcia, in between, if you listen when he was mic'd up, he didn't sound that confident that they were as up as Andre Ward's scorecard indicated. Robert Garcia was like, hey, come on, we got to win this round. I need the next 2 rounds. Before the 12th round, Robert Garcia says, I need you to show me your heart. So why do you need to pump up your fighter like that? You know, I'm sure Robert Garcia he's trained his brother and a lot of great champions, Maidanas and stuff. He know how to get through the fighters. So I don't think he would have been saying all that if it was so clear as indicated by the Ward scorecard. I don't think he would have been that, you know, blunt about it. He says, show me your heart. We really need this round. And this is how I know it was a bad performance from Jose Ramirez. Because even though he said that, I think he dropped the 12th round. I thought Postol won the 12th round. So your trainer said, we need these next 2 rounds. Then he reminded you after the 11th round, right? And said, come on, close strong, show me your heart. And Jose Ramirez, I thought he lost the 12th round. So I don't know, man. But what I do know is this. Smash the like button. What I do know is this. Based off of not just this performance, I have to reassess Jose Ramirez versus Josh Taylor. You know, Regis Prograis just said this is why he didn't want to fight me. That's what he tweeted. But I think one thing I know for sure is they were motioning and making it like Jose Ramirez could move up to 47 to fight Terrence Crawford. In the words of Diddy and Mace, I don't think that's a good idea. And that's not a knock. I think Jose Ramirez is still a good fighter. But based on multiple things that I've seen, Terrence Crawford is not the tree you want to bark up from what I've seen. Because, first of all, Postol is someone that Crawford dismantled. He dropped him 2-3 times, beat the brakes off him. You fought a later and older version that Taylor even and other people had gotten a chance to fight, right? And now you just now getting Jose Ramirez is just now getting Viktor Postol, and it just wasn't his best performance. It definitely wasn't his best work. Definitely expected more. So Terrence Crawford fought Viktor Postol in the height of his career. Postol, at the time Crawford fought him, he was a champion. That's big. And he had also just beaten Selçuk Aydin, and he had beaten guys like Matisse. So he was in the height of his career, and that's when Crawford fought him. It's just like Roy Jones said. He said, they say I'm fighting nobody. That's what they want to say. They want to say I ain't fighting nobody. I just make them look like nobody. So I think that could be said. It's not that Postol was a bad fight when Bud fought him. It's just Bud made him look like he was a bad fighter. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not seeing it at all. Jose Ramirez versus, because you're not going to just, Crawford got too much dog. You're not finna just dog and like throw a million shots. And Crawford, see, styles make fights. And this is just my opinion. When you have a black fighter like Terrence Crawford, he has a different, like, his X factor is he's rhythmic and he has athleticism on top of amateur experience, pro experience, and stuff like that. So that's why when you see his style versus the Eastern European style that Postol brings, it's like more straight up and down. Very good fundamentally. But when you have two good boxers, then you have to start looking at those X factors. Are they both disciplined? Okay, they're both, Postol seem pretty disciplined. Crawford's disciplined. So those wash each other out. So you have to start looking for these different intangibles. The difference in Postol and Terrence Crawford is Postol, he's an American and he has that dog in him. So I'm sure his sparring, he's probably had some more intense sparrings than you might be able to get out in other places of the world. And then Crawford also has very freakish like athleticism. I've seen Crawford do like backflips or front flips or jump up on tires and stuff like that. He plays basketball. You see what I'm saying? So whereas Postol's a good boxer, he gets blown out of, like, you know how they have those sports decathlons? If Viktor Postol and Crawford did one of those, Crawford will blow him out the water. Because Crawford he just seems like universally athletic. Postol, I think, is boxing athletic. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense to you. Like, let's say they had you have to climb up a rope, like gym class. You had to get in the canoe. You had to shoot a couple basketballs. And you have to do these various obstacles in the obstacle course. Crawford would destroy Viktor Postol. Because Crawford has a different level of coordination and athleticism. So I think that was the X factor. So same thing with Jose Ramirez. He's a good fighter, but he's more offensive minded. And what would be his X factor to beat Crawford? Because when it comes to speed, Crawford has that. Crawford's smarter. He makes, smarter decisions. He's ambidextrous. That's going to throw Jose Ramirez. So I don't really see what Ramirez would be able to do with Crawford at all. Plus, Crawford has spent more time fighting bigger guys and fighting at 147. It's just I don't see it being a good fight for Ramirez. Not saying it's not a good fight to watch, but I'm just saying how they were building it. That's not the person that, in my opinion, that can beat Crawford. Errol Spence or somebody like that got it, or Porter. Those are more competitive fights for sure. Yeah, smash the like button. Postol had the HBO hype behind him at the time. Exactly. And that was HBO's whole shtick and niche. They were going with Eastern Europeans, the Kovalevs, and, you know, Russian and Ukrainian fighters and all that. So, yeah, Crawford fought the better version and looked better than Jose Ramirez. Enough said. There's nothing that anybody can convince me other. I mean, it goes without saying. When Crawford fought Postol, they were both champions. Now, Jose Ramirez is the champion, and Postol was the challenger, and he's since lost to Crawford, since lost to Josh Taylor, right? And he's since aged and got more, like, you know, got older. And I don't know. I just didn't think Jose Ramirez shined tonight. Listen, block Stormy Jack. He says it's BS, but he doesn't explain it. Get him out of there. Listen, I'm explaining my thoughts. If you can't take the time to explain your thoughts, get him out of here. Taylor Ramirez, I don't know. I'm like, off of that, I'm leaning towards Taylor because I need to see improvement with fighters. I mean, it's a pick 'em fight because Ramirez, he's beastie on the offense. He's beastie on the offense. So I don't, you know, Taylor's face got pretty beat up by Regis Prograis. So it's possible styles make fights. If he makes a mistake, Ramirez can catch him. But just on a boxing tip, Josh Taylor can box better and he's slicker. And I think he might be southpaw. So that's what clearly is, Ramirez is struggling with, boxers. And Josh Taylor has some good power. So I don't know. It's a pick 'em fight, but and that's what I'm saying. It makes me because before I was thinking Ramirez would beat Josh Taylor, but when I keep seeing you struggle with boxers, Zepeda and now Viktor Postol, and because I think Josh Taylor has a decent size to him too. I don't know if he's as tall as Postol, but I think he has a pretty good build. Pause. Taylor loves to fight on the inside. Oh, he might get fucked up then. Because you don't want to have no slugfest with Ramirez. Yeah, so I kind of lean to him. I just need to see improvement. I haven't really. Where's the Ramirez improvement since the Zepeda fight? That was a fight that was harder than most people thought. Bro, you just fought a 37-year-old Postol. You know what I mean? And okay, nobody's been able to stop him, but that's your bag. That's your MO. You just stop Hooker. You know, you're known as a power puncher. You spar with Manny Pacquiao. So I just overall expected more. That's just the skinny of it. I expected more. I expected him to look sharper or whatever. He just looked bewildered at times. When he got to his target, he was, you know, he showed heart and he was letting some shots rip, but he wasn't putting it together smartly. You know what I mean? In my opinion, like jab his way in, some head movement. He was like freezing at some points. I don't know. And see, this is the thing is like I would have liked to see just more variety. You have to, when someone's fundamentally sound, you gotta get creative sometimes. The other thing is there's a misconception that if you're the taller fighter, you're the only person that can jab. You see what I'm saying? There's this misconception that the taller man has to be the one jabbing. You could be short, you can have short arms, and you can still out jab your opponent. You know that, right? So Ramirez, what he was getting beat up with was that jab, that Postol jab. So what I've always learned, like from boxing, is whatever somebody's feeding you hit him with that shit back. So if someone's destroying your body, start seeing if they like it. Hit them to the body. Postol had a very good jab and a crispy jab, and then he was like setting. He Postol could have set if he was younger, maybe he would have, but he could have set. He how you say it? He could have set more up off of the jab. You see what I'm saying? Once he jabbed, he could have followed it up with some shots. He was kind of tentative, a little bit gun shy. Like, see, Jose Ramirez, like I said, Terrence Crawford, that would be bad because Terrence Crawford got that stick pause. He got a jab, but he's going to let his hands go at the end of that jab. You see what I'm saying? Postol, what would have helped him is jab your way in the range and stuff and then follow it up with the 2 and the 3, like string some combinations together. You see what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Postol didn't show his age. He did to me. And it was more offensively. Defensively, he's pretty responsible. His legs look pretty good. But he showed his age because he should have. Bro, he looked like he got Ramirez's attention with some of the shots. But you would have to pile that on a little bit more. You're not going to just get Ramirez out of there unless you like a detonating puncher. Switching gears, I just Terrence Crawford is a bad fight for Jose Ramirez. Period. So I don't even really care about that. And I think I got to see this conga song. This whoever that Josh Taylor is about to fight, he's supposed to be a puncher. So I don't know. We might not make it to the Josh Taylor Jose Ramirez fight, or if we do, it might have lost some of the steam. Because this is what happens when you don't make the fights when they spoke. Like, bro, shout out to PBC. Here's why. Charlo and Charlo. Shout out to them brothers, bro. Jermel and Jamal. Because they are the quintessential of striking while the iron's hot. Do you understand? If you hating on the Charlos, don't follow me. Don't follow me because you're not really a boxing fan. These little motherfuckers are entertaining and they're striking while the iron's hot. So if you don't respect that, if you have so much hate in your heart where you don't respect that, then I don't care if you're a fan of mine. Because both Charlos, Jermel and Jamal, are fighting on one pay-per-view this month, and they're fighting guys just in the same vein of Floyd Mayweather. And these guys that they are fighting are off their best performances. Now, we know Sergey Deryevchenko, he didn't get the nod, but he really beat Golovkin, if we're being fair. So he should be the champion. It should be Jamal Charlo trying to unify with Deryevchenko. We know that. And then same thing with Jermel. Rosario, the best performance he ever put on in his whole career was against J-Rock because you beat the man at home. You beat him up at home, stopped him. It was a rightful stoppage. J-Rock had just beaten Hurd. That's incredible. That's incredible because J-Rock ain't no punk out here, and he looked exceptional in his fight before that. So he was the rightful champion beating Hurd, and then he carries that momentum to a Philly hometown fight, and Rosario stops him. I gave J-Rock 1 round. After that, Rosario picked up, and he started hurting J-Rock and stuff like that. Switched up the whole tempo. And then this is the point that both Charlos are fighting their next opponents. Bravo. This is what boxing needs. So don't say nothing about Lions only. Like they ain't, because I know people say the stupid stuff, Cubs only and kittens only and all this stuff. You can't say that because they both fighting the most dangerous people off of the best performance. Demetrius Andrade even. And I love Boo Boo. But if I'm being real, Deryevchenko looked better against greater competition, Golovkin, than Andrade. Because I thought Andrade, he did good with Lucas Keeler, but he started getting real wild, like real wild. To the point where it was like, what you doing, bro? You know what I mean? So Deryevchenko, as out of all middleweights, outside of Jamal, he's off the best performance. Period. So and then Errol Spence, you got to give him credit too. I see my man from Texas said that he flew out of a car and he fighting top shelf competition. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, bro. I give credit where credit is due. Far be it from me to lie to y'all. Ramirez won 100%. Ain't no damn 100%. He didn't look good. You can say whatever in your head to try to make you feel better and help you sleep at night, but it wasn't no 100%. He didn't look good, bro. You can run from the truth or just accept it. But anyway, shout out to them boys from Texas, Errol Spence, Charlos. They fighting tough competition. Next question. He did not flight out of a car, relax. Block this dude. Get him out of here. This is his third idiotic comment. Block Brian. He said Errol didn't fly out of a car. What are you talking about? He didn't get in a car accident? Just block him. You insulting my intelligence. And if you ain't talking about no money, I don't really care about it. Get rid of him. One of my shooters, Icy, handle that. And get rid of him. I really don't have no patience for that. Ramirez got his ass beat. He lost. I wouldn't say he got his ass beat, but that's a little bit harsh. But he just didn't. He didn't shine, bro. He didn't. It wasn't his best work. I thought he looked exceptional in the war with Maurice Hooker. And see, Maurice Hooker was probably perceived as more of a kind of a danger at that point. You fought a champion, unification, and it was a war. But styles make fights. Postol boxing, using his height. Freddie Roach, shout out to them. When they hate, donate. Rob G Film, appreciate you. $1 super chat. Hey, Kane, you petty. He said Brian flying out the chat. Facts. That's a Snapple fact. Icy, you see how they be doing too much? He said he got his ass beat. I didn't say all that. I didn't say that. Jose Ramirez didn't get whooped like that. It was like, if anything, because he hurt Postol. Postol didn't really seem to hurt him noticeable. But Postol was getting hit clean. I mean, Ramirez was getting hit clean on the way in. I'd like to see a little bit of head movement, you know what I mean? But anyway, Crawford demolished. He did a demo job on the Demolition Man. He doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells. Crawford did a demo job, Demolition Man job, MDK on Viktor Postol. He hit him with that MDK. And Jose Ramirez fought a later version of him and kind of struggled. And again, I respect Postol and I understand he's there to kind of play spoiler and stuff like that. But I don't know. Why did they even make this fight, to be honest? If you're trying to make Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez, why make this fight? This is like Eddie Hearn making Dillian White versus Povetkin. Why? It's not like he was a mandatory, was he? He wasn't no mandatory or nothing. Why even make this? Because this hurt the Josh Taylor Ramirez fight. It didn't help it. Postol buckled his legs in the 7th. It looked like his mom beating her son for bad grades. Hey, you might be doing too much. I don't know. I got to watch that part again. He said he buckled his legs. Bro, he was getting hit flush, though. I seen him getting hit with the 1-2 on the way in. Yeah. Let's talk about Erislandy Lara, and I'm going to probably get out of here. Yo, get the likes up. We just chilling today. Yeah, we chilling. Ramirez exposed. Man, I was rooting for him too. I thought he was gonna shine a little bit. He from Fresno. That's right up the way. That's 3 hours from me. I don't know. I expected a little bit more. Erislandy Lara. I mean, it was just a lot of fight. The best fight to me, the best fight of the night was the Archon. Me and my boy Icy was talking about it. What's the name? Abram Martinez versus Archon. That was the best fight of the night to me. the least known motherfuckers, they put on the best fight. They traded knockdown. Hey, listen, I had heard some good things about Martinez. Said he was a vicious puncher. He was training himself, working on his craft, and then he got with Salas as a coach or whatever. So I had heard good things about him. They were both undefeated. They was actually scrapping. See, a lot of y'all don't know ish about boxing, so y'all only look for the names, the big names, but that was a good fight. Listen, I think he was from Venezuela. That Archon dude, his style is dangerous because he kind of had that Roy Jones type loose posture, hand low, like what's popping. He had the gun cocked up, hand low, and he was like kind of baiting to come in. And bro, he was 10-0 with 10 knockouts. Hey, he was kind of sweet in there. I was really messing it. But I like Martinez. The only thing I would say, no disrespect, but I think Martinez might need to get with a different team for his style. No shade to none of his people. But I see a lot of potential in Abram Martinez. But I think there's other trainers that will cater to his style. Because the one thing I would like to see is he got the power and he had good, he was trying to stay at a range of punches. And I want to see him get with certain trainers that will clean him up a little bit. Like, namely, the biggest thing for the Archon dude was I thought he should have pressed the action and got aggressive in spots. Like, see, a lot of young fighters, they're not like Floyd, so they don't have that type of experience. So they don't know when to turn up and when to not do it. So he kind of had this same pacing throughout the fight, but there was moments in the fight where he should have pressed. He should have pressed and he could have got something done. Floyd knows when to press you. I mean, obviously he's 43 and 22 years in the game, but you got to know when to turn it up and when to play it cool, stuff like that. But that was a good fight. That was a real good fight. The Lara fight was, And I don't even want to talk about the Angulo fight, bro. That hurts my heart a little bit. Angulo looked slow than a motherfucker, bro. Angulo looked like slow as molasses. You ever had that dream and you start throwing punches and it feel like you underwater? That's how Angulo was punching. That shit was hurting my life. That was hurting my heart and hurting my life. I think Angulo got to retire. He went out on the Shield. El Perro Angulo. Very, very much so a warrior. But I think he should probably hang it up because he just looked too slow. It was a war. He was catching old boy with the slow ass hooks some kind of way. But that fight wasn't bad. But it's not the Angulo I know from the Kirkland and Canelo fight even. Because then somebody was saying last year, before this pandemic, that Caleb Plant versus Angulo, don't do him like that. Y'all trying to see a dead body? Like, come on, bro. Caleb, that's my guy, but don't do Angulo like that. They said last year I seen rumors they was talking about Caleb Plant versus Angulo. Don't do him like that. Don't do the dog like that. El Perro. That motherfucker be dog food. Daz and corrupt. Don't put him in there with Caleb Plant. Don't put the dog in there. Like I said, he gonna be DPG, dog food. New York, big city of dream. And every day in New York ain't always with it. Oh, you got the juice, I squeeze you juiceless. That man will be Daz and corrupt. Dog food. In the dog food album. Don't do him like that. No, it's not who said that. They were saying that was a fight. That was a rumored fight. Sources say Caleb Plant. Bro, Caleb will plant that ass in the motherfucking earth. Nah, don't do that. Don't do Angulo like that. Hopefully he get a commentary job on the, Spanish PBC or some shit. I like Angulo. Don't do him like that. That motherfucker was looking slow, though. You ever be in that, like, that 8th period class is like the last class of the day? And then last, like, 20 minutes going hella slow? You remember schools, they used to have that big-ass clock? That big-ass Flavor Flav clock on the wall? And them last 20 minutes, you waiting for the bell to ring? You're like, That's how slow he was looking. That slow. Them last 20 minutes in that waiting for 8th period to end and shit. He was looking too slow, bro. That motherfucker was punching like, you'll never find brum 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 a motherfucking punchline, bro. That motherfucker was punching in bullet time from the Matrix. I was like, damn, where Keanu Reeves at? I heard they was filming the new Matrix. That motherfucker was in that. You remember that bullet time shit? The Wachowski brothers, the Matrix. Well, I know kung fu. And that motherfucker took the red and blue pill and was punching on some bullet time. That motherfucker was punching too slow. I was like, damn. I would feel low-key disrespected and Gulo try to hit me with that. Like, what? Bro, what you doing? Stop. Hey, quit playing. Quit playing, Angulo. Stop playing. Stop, hit me with that slow shit, huh? Bow, bro. Stop playing with that slow shit. But he was trying. That slow ass punching, bro. Angulo was fighting like he had that Wilder 45-pound suit on. I'm going to hell for these jokes. That motherfucker found Wilder threw that 45-pound suit in the dumpster. That motherfucker Perro Angulo found it in the dumpster and put that shit on and walked out. Nah, real talk, bro. Angulo found that fucking Black History Month suit from Wilder and put that shit on before the match. That motherfucker, nah, dog. He put the 45-pound Spawn suit. That motherfucker was looking like Daylight, the battle rapper. He said 12-gauge shot, he hit rock body and statue. Like, I thought that was Daylight, bro. He put that Spawn suit on. You dig? Nah, he was trying, but he needed to try to retire. That's what you should try. That's what you got to try to do, bro. I'm just being honest. I don't like to see that, bro. I don't like to see these fighters. Bro, it looked like two dads fighting at their daughter's PTA meeting. You know what I'm saying? The dude look. I don't know if the dude was hella fast or if he was just looking fast because of Angulo. But he had some hand speed. But it looked like two dads fighting, you know, at a PTA meeting. I was like, what type of shit is this? Hey, Michael Cox, you a fool, bro. Bro, they was scrapping. It looked like they was at their daughter's quinceanera drunk. And they started beefing and shit. With Selena playing in the background. Beady beady bang bang. Beady 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 beady. Bro, they was at the quinceanera with the beady beady bang bang. Only for Selena's. Fuck you mean? Dude punching like y'all gotta chill out, bro. Dude punching like he's on the gravity chamber from Dragon Ball Z. Hey, you tripping? Yeah, I watched Daniel Dubois. That motherfucker big. He ain't big ass ox. He just big. Who I didn't know who he was fighting. I was gonna make a video, but who the fuck he fight? Snyder? Spider? What's the dude name? Spider from Goodfellas? Bro, he knocked him out. That motherfucker. Man, what? I seen it. He fight like he on the Red Eye and Red Dead Redemption. Y'all gotta stop, bro. That motherfucker Angulo, boy, that shit was some slow shit. That motherfucker was fighting slower than Mace raps and shit. Now come all you want to, another simple hit, move Kudala straight out. You remember Mace and Betha? Mace used to have them slow flows. He was spitting though. Way out in D.C., all the way Hawaii in Waikiki, girls want to be me. Way out in D.C., bro, he had that Mace flow. Now come all you want to and all your simple hits. Move Kudala straight out the tenement. Drop the joint puff that just finished it. Woulda did more without censorship. Talk to Mini Flip. I love when the hoes say they want a skinny dip. Bro, he had to tell him room 12, tell him to send it quick. Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, yeah, they fighting in November. Bro, this year's almost over. Yeah, Mace, yeah, that Harlem World and Double Up, I had both of them albums. Mace was killing. I love when the hoes say they want a skinny dip. Come on. If you had 24 hours to live, who would you do? Who would you screw? That's a dope-ass album. He said they was fighting Chopped and Screwed. They was on that. Oh, wow. They was on that Texas time. Sitting on fofo, tipping on fofo. That motherfucker was Chopped and Screwed. It's power wow, baby. I'm the people's champ sitting on Duvals. That man, Angulo, was Chopped and Screwed. Sit down, pour it up, put it all in my cup. Sit down, pour it up, pull it all in my cup. Down. Yeah, that motherfucker Texas shit. That's that music y'all be listening to in Texas. Sit down, pour it up, put it all in my cup. I said, Mike John. Angulo was high only. Okay, I'm done, bro. I gotta go get something to eat. Y'all really tripping. Man, they took my man to Black Panther. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. That hurt my heart. I ran into him in passing at a fight. A couple fights, I think. He was at a Terrence Crawford fight and a PBC. Sit down, pour it up, put that lean in my cup. Sit down, sipping on fofo. Man, tipping on that low. Bitches on that pole. Sit down, pour it up, put this lean in my cup. Yeah, bro, I'm on that. That's how Angulo was fighting that Chopped and Screwed shit. I said, sit down, pour it up, put that lean in my cup. That motherfucking Slim Thugger. Yeah, man, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. I'm about to get something to eat. Yeah, hold on. My Florida fam always told me Florida niggas started Chopped and Screwed. I don't know about that. I don't know. And I ain't getting into it. You motherfuckers, Southern wars and shit. We don't need no beef between Texas and Florida. Mike John. Mike John. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. Hoes all on me. Erislandy Lara fight real quick. It was cool. It was a typical Lara. Listen, Lara is a sharpshooter, but I noticed the last couple years or so, like the Herd fight, he been fighting a lot more flat-footed. So his fights are fun. His fights have been fun. Like a lot of people, I don't know if his legs aren't the same or if he don't feel like he has the pacing to use his legs for 12, but he's definitely in pocket more. It just makes it more interesting. People said he was a runner and all that stupid shit when he was fighting Canelo. Well, doesn't look like you have to worry about that because he's definitely in the trenches more. The PBC commentary missed me a little bit too. Like Goosen was like, and Brian Kenny is horrible, bro. Brian Kenny is like the worst, bro. They had the two undefeated fighters, Archon and Martinez. And they said, Brian Kenny said, this is kind of a crossroads fight, you know? How the fuck, how you have two undefeated fighters and you saying this is a crossroads fight? What are you talking about, bro? How is it a crossroads fight for two undefeated fighters that nobody has heard of yet? You know what I'm saying? They haven't like broke ground. How is that a crossroads fight? Bro. They need to send your career to the crossroads with Bone Thugs and Harmony. Little bootin' guys got him, and I'm gonna miss everybody on a round. Remember Uncle Charles when that motherfucker with the fedora came and black, he just put his hand on his shit and his eyes turned black. That's what they need to do to your fucking Fox contract. Little bootin' guy got him, and I'm gonna boom, 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 boom. Tell me what you gonna do with it, bro. Bro, that's what they need to send your contract to the fucking crossroads. Why they kill my dog? And man, I miss my Uncle Charles. Yo. He shouldn't be gone in front of his home when they did the boo wasn't wrong. Bro, that's the real crossroads. Put your fucking contract in the fireplace with Chucky. Man. Why they kill my dog? And man, I miss my Uncle Charles. Yo. He shouldn't be gone in front of his home when they did the boo wasn't wrong. Bro, he the worst, bro. Put his ass back on DAZN. Why? How did he even make it over to Fox? He like a free slave. He left the plantation with Harriet Tubman and came over to Fox. You should just stayed on DAZN. You fit better over there anyway. That man Brian Kenny, fake ass Mel Gibson looking ass. That motherfucker look like Lethal Weapon None. Get him out of here, bro. Riggs. I'm too old for this shit. Get your Riggs and Murtaugh looking ass, bro. Bird on the Wire looking ass little boy. The Braveheart looking ass boy. Fake ass Mel Gibson looking at. Tell him that Scotland is free looking at, bro. Get him out of here, bro. I cannot stand listening to his commentary at all. And the Patriot looking at him, boy. He gotta go, bro. Brian Kenny, bro. It's not enjoyable when he's just always talking a little side talk. Oh, remember Italian ices and snow cones, bro? Fuck all that, bro. Why are you talking about Italian ices and stupid shit? You know, it's like a Pomeranian dog, you know? Ain't that right, Lennox Lewis? What are you talking about? Pomeranians and Italian icy? You ain't never on subject. It like Silk the Shocker. Remember him? How he wasn't rapping on beat? I'm a no limit soldier. Known to keep it about it. You know the ones that make you say, and about it. Like that's Brian Kenny, all off the track. Blueface 100. You know what I'm saying? You rapping at your own beat and man, whatever. Riggs, I'm too old for this shit. Brian Kenny, no, bro, I can't. They could put any other Kenny Rogers, Kenny Lattimore, Kenny Fuck. Get it, Kenny? Fuck, never mind. Any Kenny. They killed Kenny from South Park. Any other Kenny would be, any other Brian. Bro, Brian Hooks from Three Strikes. Any other Brian. Like, I don't care. Brian Dennehy. Like, any other. Brian Bosworth. Like, any other Brian. Any other Kenny. He just got to go, bro. He has the worst commentary. Lennox Lewis, Goosen is cool. Sometimes I disagree with them, but Brian Kenny just be in his own little, like he be saying stupid shit. He was talking about the UK and go work for Eddie Hearn. You know what I mean? He just be bringing up random shit. He's like, yeah, Canelo's number one. What are you talking? Where is Canelo? How is Canelo number one? Why are people even saying that still? Yeah, Kenny G. Yeah, where Kenny G at? Yeah, get any Kenny, bro. Kenny Porter, anybody, bro. Just get Brian Kenny out of there. Kenny Porter would be a good sub. Fuck it. Hey, y'all tripping. Someone said Ken Griffey Jr. Get out of here, bro. Bro, get Ken Griffey Jr. and Sr. if we doing it like that. Bro, why are people even saying Canelo's the face of boxing? Where is he? Bro, you posting you hitting the heavy bag with 3 hooks and shit, that's not going to do the trick. When are you fighting? When are you going to be back in the ring? And who are you fighting? Who are you fighting, bro? Kenny, you got me saying Kenny. Hey, speaking of stuttering, did you hear when Tim Bradley said, he said, and then, see, I think Tim Bradley gets too hyped, So he like hype himself up. And he was like, and then a mirror, mirror. I'm in the Mirror Max film, a meerkat, a mirror. Oh man, mirror. Like, bro, he was struggling so bad to say Ramirez. I'm like, what is wrong with this dude? Bro, Tim Bradley was really like contorted. Like he was like really struggling to get that Ramirez out. And it's like, why are you even attempting? Like me, I'm human, just like Bradley, we all human. If I start stuttering that bad, then I'm just gonna woo-saw it. I'm gonna be like, mirror. If I start doing that, I would just be like, okay, let me collect my thoughts because it's clearly not coming out how I'm processing it. He said, mirror, remember the time. Like, bro, just chill. He just kept saying, mirror, on the wall. Who is the top dog of them all? There was a ruffle duffle. 5 minutes it lasted. She said, you conceited bastard. Well, that's true. Like, chill out, mirror. He was tripping. Miramax film. Amir Khan. Mirror. Motherfucker, best cry ever. He's like, remember, memory. Like, chill, dog. What the fuck? He said, remember. He sounded like the dude from Harlem Night. Man, shit, yeah. Remember that dude with the... Bro, please tell me y'all remember that Harlem Nights dude with the stutter. He said, you gonna whip his ass this week? Shit, yeah. I'm a... Whoa, can you whoa? I'm a, and then Richard Pryor was like, yeah, I'm a kick his ass. Oh my God, bro. What was that? What we do? What do you mean what we do, bro? Bro, Stuttering Stanley. Remember Sixth Sense? Stuttering Stanley. Bro, that's Tim Bradley. He was wildin', dog. I'm tripping. Why? See? Bro, he was doing that. It sounded like an engine revving. You know when you got that old scraper? You got that old car and the engine won't turn over? Do you understand? Y'all never had y'all all ballers. Y'all just had nice Bentleys and Beamers. Beamer, Benza, Bentley. Beamer. You see what I'm saying? You never had that car that wouldn't kick over when you put the key in the ignition. It sound like a lawnmower and shit. Bro, he was really wildin'. Y'all saying I'm tripping, but you know I ain't tripping. Man. Mimic. In a minute. Bro, he was tripping. I'm trying to find it. Bro, he was really tripping. I'm trying to find the thing. I don't know how to. I know someone posted it, but I don't remember their name. Where is it, bro? Bro, Bradley was really violating. Man, I'm trying to find that picture, but I don't know I know it's someone I followed like posted it, but I don't remember what their name is. And all I remember. Bradley sounded like he was trapped like trapped in a bubble or something trying to get help. Like you know, like if you was like locked in the trunk and you heard voices outside. Bro. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, imagine if someone put you in a trunk. You did. Somebody put you in the trunk, and you trying to free yourself, and you heard voices. So that means there's human contact. You could get saved. Listen, bro.
Freddie knows Ramirez. Excuse me. Oh my God. Ramirez is a. Freddie knows.
What? And y'all said I was tripping. Fuck out of here. That he said, Hey, Tim Bradley, they got a docu pay for that. Man, I ain't trying to be, bro. We in a recession. You know, we got a docu pay. You messed up too many times, dog. Moretti, Carl Moretti, Merengue, Margarita, Metropolis. Like, bro, you talking about Superman and shit. Them motherfuckers said Metropolis. What the fuck? Ain't no stopping this, hopping this, copping this up in the Metropolis. Bro, see, look, I got bars. I ain't even trying. Listen, I said I'm copping this, watching this, stopping this. I'm up in the Metropolis. I'm a Superman. Man, stop. I got bars, bro. Let's get it. You said Merengue, Rick Moranis. Like, bro, just chill, dog. Chill out, Smokey. It's angel dust, bro. You just got it. Bro, it's angel dust. You in the bubble and shit. That motherfucker like you was rewinding a Blockbuster video and shit. Motherfucker cassette tape. You remember the he got me fucked up. Man, come on. He got me fucked up. Listen. You ever have like a car and you have a tape deck and then like this is old school, like your family, they had a tape deck in the car. I know you're young, but what's a tape deck, man? No, listen. Back in the day, my family had a station wagon and shit. You remember when people had them old little cars and shit and the tape deck would eat the tape and it start going through the ribbon? That's how he sounded like. Bro, he said, Maria, remind me of motherfucker tripping.
Freddie knows Ramirez.
He said, ready, bro. This is gonna be my ringtone. He said, ready, no, Miramante, bro. What? He said, bro. He didn't even sound like he said Freddie clear. You see what I'm saying? He said, Freddie. Who the fuck is motherfucking Freddie? Who's Freddie, bro? Mephisto, Freddie.
Freddie knows Ramirez. Excuse me. Oh my God. Excuse me.
Maritma. What?
Ramirez. Freddie knows Ramirez. Excuse me. Oh my God. Ramirez is a.
You was going through it, dog. Hey, chill out, Timmy. That's Angel does, bro. You off that? Yeah, okay, Tim. I didn't know you like to get wet though. Sherm does. PCP, Ramirez. Bro, I didn't know you like to get wet though. He was wet off that Ramirez. That's a new drug to hit the street. Yeah. Yeah, inhale that, Tim. You on ESPN? Yeah, I didn't know you like to get wet though. Germ does. Merengue. Huh? Feel good, huh? If I was a dealer in the street, you'd be dead now, huh? Bro, Denzel in Training Day gave him that that Sherm does PCP Primo. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we got super chats, huh? He said I'm crying. He said if I'm lying and he's crying, then somebody's dying. Freddie knows, bro. Freddie knows English. That motherfucker got Parkinson's and he still speak better than this. I'm just saying.
Freddie knows Ramirez. Excuse me. Oh my God. Ramirez.
He said Tim Bradley sound like the robot from the Jetsons, Alice. Remember Alice? He sound like a robot hopping in the bathtub and short circuited. Freddie knows
Ramirez. Excuse me. Oh my God. Ramirez.
like that short circuit.
Ramirez is a
Bro,
Freddie knows Ramirez.
bro, that shit sound crazy. That sound like a robot short circuiting. Remember Johnny from Circus City? He said, "Ready, no, bro." He looked like it sound like a robot.
Ramirez is a
Damn, bro. Bro, he said everything but Ramirez. Why was he starting with an M though? McDonald, McRib, McMoretti, Macklemore. Like, bro. He said everything with an M. His motherfucker's name start with an R though. Reba McIntyre, McFlurry, Mirror. Someone said it sounds like a remix. Hey, I gotta go, bro. This is too funny. I don't even want to leave y'all like this. He said he sounded like Johnny Five getting beat up on short circuit. That motherfucker sound like an AC/DC record being played backward. Or remember that Bone Thugs and Harmony? They be like, bro, do you remember? Bro, there's a Bone, I swear, bro, I'll put this on anything. I'm a huge Bone Thugs and Harmony fan. They had this intro, and it sounded like that chanting shit. It was like, St. Clair. And then Busy was like, man, coming up, up, man, ready, man, timber, bro, he sound like that, bro. He sound like Busy Bone. You feel me? He said, me coming up, man, what, like, bro, what? That was you spitting bars, bro. Busy Bone was like, that shit hard, bro. Busy Bone. Yeah, see, shout out to Boss Red. Bro, I promise you, he just told you, it's East 99. They're like, East 99, my nigga. St. Clair. That's what he sound like. Bro.
Freddie knows Ramirez. Excuse me. Oh my God. Ramirez is a.
But see, I don't understand why he tried to dive into it. Why he tried to dive into it, keep like just give it a rest. He said, motherfucker sound like Michael Jackson. Too hard to get under, low to get under, stuck in the middle. Mama say, mama, gusta, mama say, mama. Memory, the motherfucker hit that Michael. Hold on. Man, don't send me no super chat if your name start with an M. Oh, okay, start with a V. He said I'm crying. Okay. Bro, I don't even want to hear no M sound. Who else send me it? If your name, listen, I'm all about my money, but if your name start with an M, I don't want to get on no Tim Bradley shit, so don't send me no super chats. Boss Red. Sounds like Porky Pig. Beep, 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 beep. Y'all ain't shit. I'm just going to tell y'all. He said it sounded like Porky Pig. Bro, he got my speech fucked up. See, I gotta go. Oh my God, my face hurts. Oh shit. That he said merengue, bro. He kept trying too. He was trying to defy the speech impediment and shit. Ego, he was trying to pronounce all the great Argentinian fighters. Medana Matisse, Monsoon, Martinez. Like, bro, you ain't lying about that. He was. Marcos McDonough Matisse Monsoon. That motherfucker sounded afflicted. But I don't understand why he was saying mirror, bro. His name is Ramirez.
Ramirez. Excuse me.
I can't. It's too late. I can't even.
Excuse me. Oh my God. Ramirez is a.
Hey, Bob Arum, all these. I would not be surprised if Bob Arum started laughing, cause you know Bob smoked a little weed. Bob, that shit. If you was high, Mungia, McDonald, oh man, Bob was like, Tim Bradley, you funny as a motherfucker. How many times do I have to tell you his name is Jose Ramirez, bro? Bob was probably laughing at that. That was funny as hell, bro. That ruined the whole telecast. I almost canceled ESPN. I'm not gonna front. Merengue. No, he wasn't ready. Maria. Oh my God, y'all tripping with that. That was, oh my gosh, that was better than the fight, to be honest. Memory. That motherfucker, he struggled with that shit. Hey, all the thousands of videos, y'all know I ain't fucked up like that. Like that, I be doing this live off the cuff. Tim Bradley caught a computer virus. Bro, he need that McAfee. Get that, that Norton ain't gonna work. Get that McAfee. He gotta get that McAfee, the antivirus, cause that was bad. I'm going to hell. This is funny. The way they was looking at him. Oh my God. Mozart. Make my day. Mama. Mama's milk. Like, this motherfucker just. Bro, that's what. And it's funny because I had just sent a tweet out earlier how I said he's like the Ja Rule of boxing commentary because he always be yelling. That's why when you get too hyped, you be memories. Like, who the fuck is Memories? His name is Ramirez. Who the fuck is a Memories? Oh fuck, my face hurts. Please. Someone said he had peanut butter stuck to the lid of his mouth. I'm done. Y'all gotta let me live, bro. Les Miserables was about to hit 2 weeks like Total Recall. I'm out, bro. How long are you gonna be on your trip? 2 weeks. Do you have any fruits or vegetables? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Quaid. 2 weeks. Like, she blew her cover. Arnold blew his cover hella quick. How long are you gonna be on this trip? 2 weeks. Do you have fruits or vegetables? 2 weeks. They're like, excuse me? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And then when bro, that is a classic movie. And then they were looking for Arnold, and then he's like, and then she just stood shaking her head. I know some of y'all don't even know what we're talking about, but that is hilarious. Just because he got a bald head, I mean, he got to commentate like Alex. Oh my gosh. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Anyway, I'm about to go get something to eat. Y'all killing me on this stream. This was funny. This was funny. Can y'all smash the like button? Because this was funny. I enjoyed myself with this one. Lara's performance. I mean, the only thing I would like to see Lara, like Vendetti, he clearly had nothing for Lara. You see what I'm saying? So just try to get creative, get him out of there. Lara play with his food sometimes. You know what I mean? Where it'll go 12 rounds. And I really feel like it would be nice if he figured out, you know, that creative ways to safely finish his opponent in certain issues. Like now, if you're in there with Hurd or something, don't try to go for a finish unless it's there. I get that, but the Vendetti dude, he had effort, but that was it. Hey, we got to get these likes up. Y'all been so disrespectful with the likes. Y'all got to get these likes up. We've been having hella fun in this stream. I think YouTube is playing me with the likes, to be honest. Because it just gets to a level and then it just stagnates after. I used to have like 1,000 likes per stream, and now all of a sudden it's like whatever. Shit, Icy, I'm about to go eat. Fuck what you talking about? Yeah, get the likes up. Mike from Boston said so. Yeah, I'll be back with some more heat. Ramirez, he showed heart. I didn't learn anything about Ramirez. I didn't learn nothing about him. I knew he had offense. I knew he had power. But I would like to see him as a champion, a unified champion at that. I would have liked to see him put it together a little bit better. I think Postol was crafty, but even Postol, he wasn't like a offensive onslaught like that. So I think Ramirez could have just looked sharper. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like it was like super dangerous. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Postol was boxing, and he was boxing fundamentally sound, but it wasn't like he was in there with like a Marcos Maidana. You had to just, you know, worry about every move he makes and stuff. That was before the time of some people. 2 weeks. I don't care. Shout out to my ones who remember the classics. That's on them. Study. Anyway, that's my time. The fights were alright tonight. I need that big fight feeling. I can't wait for the Charlo's fight. And Miranda. That's the fight I want. Man, Tim Bradley bugging with that. Anyway, holla at the kid. We working. Smash the like button. Till next time.